Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the best anime class mods in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager. Now the mod manager has a bunch of fan-made class mods here ranging from Naruto to Jujutsu Kaisen to the time I was reincarnated as a slime and even solo leveling. So I'll be breaking these all down in this video. It's already got a lot of great ones and there's more on our way. We've previously seen some on Nexus mods like the Saiyan class mod that has unfortunately not been updated for even patch 7, but the in-game mod manager has a ton of them, and I want to first start off here with the Shinobi class mod made by Magician and Boogie here. So this has two different subclasses, and it's heavily based on the anime Naruto. So inspired by Naruto, it embodies the stealth and agility of a master ninja, specializing with precision attacks and strategic jutsu. Now there's two subclasses for this, which I'll be breaking down in this video. But at our first level, we get sneak attacks, and we get the ability to throw a shuriken as a bonus action for a bit of piercing damage. And we also add our wisdom modifier to our armor class. At level 2, we get the extra bonus action and an extra bonus main hand attack there. And you get the flicker step, which is basically the ability to dodge around and misty step your way around. You get a feat at level 2 as well. But level 3 is when you get to choose between Indra's Path, and there's another subclass that is currently being worked on. But this one's got all of the Sasuke kind of ideal build here. So you got Sharingan abilities, which you can activate, and then you also get Chidori and Fire Style Fireball Jutsu. As we continue to level up, we get even further abilities here. So you get like the Phoenix Flower Jutsu and another feat here. So feats every second level. This is a powerful class mod, but it's not brokenly strong. You get the extra attack. You get upgraded Fireball Jutsu here. So you can technically do 3 attacks level 5, which does get a bit much of a power spike there. You also get the Mangekyo Sharingan as well, and you got the Amaterasu Flames, and you also get the choice of Kamui, Tsukiyomi, Amaterasu, I'm not even going to pronounce that one, and Inferno Style Flame Control. Not the best with the pronunciations, but you can see here, you get a lot of different options for abilities. Now, I previously have done a build guide on this one because it's actually very, very well done. But whenever you got the Sharingan activated, so I'll show off what that looks like, it actually brightens things up quite a bit. So you go ahead there and you can activate that, and it's going to reveal every item and everything in the area. It'll have that little glowing icon above it. And you can also activate the Mangekyo Sharingan here, so this will give you for 1 turn. So this allows you to see invisible creatures. It's actually pretty powerful. You got Kamui there, which can do a ton of damage, plus 80 force damage, which is crazy. At level 7, you get the Kirin attack here, doing some extra lightning damage, and you can continue to choose even more of these abilities here. Then we also get ourselves the Blaze Release, great fireball technique, and yeah, this gets really strong, guys. I should rephrase, I didn't say it's not brokenly overpowered. If you use Tactician in hands, it can actually fit well, but as we continue to level up, we continue to get more and more abilities, and eventually we get ourselves the Rinnegan here, which can give us some nice abilities, which I'll show off just in a second. At level 12, you get Indra's Arrow, doing a 10d10 plus 50 lightning damage. As you can imagine, it gets strong at this point, but Rinnegan can only be used in combat, but it just ups your armor class ability to survive attacks. And this class mod also has level support up to level 20, which is awesome. And there's going to be that second subclass being made soon, focused on Naruto's abilities, and I think that's really awesome. So again, this mod is called the Naruto Shinobi class mod, made by Magician and Boogie here. But the next one that we're going to be focusing on is the Jujutsu Kaisen Gojo Sukuna mod. Now, this has 2 subclasses that you can choose from, heavily based on Jujutsu Kaisen. But what's cool about this is it's almost like it's a monk mixed with a sorcerer. So you can choose between a limitless build or a shrine build. It has 2 really powerful subclasses, and it's called the Jujutsu Sorcerer. You get the Flurry of Blows, which uses your cursed energy, which is kind of like your key points. You get all the abilities that a monk would get, but you also get spell casting. At level 3, this is when you get to choose your subclass between the Limitless and the Shrine. So they're both very strong. I've done a Limitless build previously, so I'll just show off the Shrine here. This gives you Cleave and Dismantle, as well as the Flurry of Blows. So you get a bit of spell casting in alongside your punching attacks. So very unique, because you can throw like a fireball down, run over, and do your Flurry of Blow attacks. You also get the Curse Energy Reinforcement, enhancing both your offense and defensive capabilities. With this, you get subclass features ignoring resistances to slashing damage, and damage will do a maximum of 6 damage. You also get yourself Dismantle Hamstrung, which will reduce their movement speed, the Dismantle Zone, which attacks multiple targets, and then Shrine Teleport. So I previously mentioned I did do a build on the other one, so I'll link that in the description as well. You get the extra attack with this Jujutsu Kaisen class mod, And then you get the reverse curse techniques, which can heal yourself. And you get the empowered strikes, which can overcome resistances. And then we get ourselves healing, dismantle blind, dismantle disarm, zone blind, and +1, which allows you to blink to a new position. We also get ourselves a feat at level 6 here too. And does have some of the combination of like a monk and a sorcerer, as I kind of mentioned already. You also get a force tunnel, which can group targets together as you rush forwards through it. And here at level 9, we get the simple domain, and you become immune to the effects of a domain expansion for 4 turns. And you also get subclass feature, ignore resistance. You get the divine flame fuga here, which is fire damage, and a lot of it, 10d4 plus 30 fire damage. And you get a zone dismantle attack as well. Once you make yourself to level 10, unarmored movement increase here, so you want to move around a lot with this one. You also get the domain caster, so the pinnacle Jujutsu sorcery, construct a barrier infused with your innate curse technique. Within a domain expansion, the user's curse techniques are activated and guaranteed to hit. You get the malevolent strike here, or malevolent shrine domain expansion, and everything in the domain is relentlessly slashed with either dismantle or cleave for 10 turns. As you can imagine, being able to disarm people that often is really strong. And then at level 12, you get to be able to turn off your domain expansion. You get the domain amplification, restore domain, divine flames fuga here, as well as the chant slash that cuts the world and slash that cuts the world dismantle attack, doing 1d10 plus 100 slashing damage. So very strong. I want to be doing a build of that subclass here soon, but I just want to cover this awesome mod by Harpsy22, as I know a lot of people really like Jujutsu Kaisen, and this mod is very well done. But now we got ourselves the time I got reincarnated as slime, Tensura classes Rimuru. What's awesome about this mod made by Eclipse here, they made a lot of really great mods recently, so you may know them for some of the others like the War Dancer, their race mods, the Succubus class mod they just released this week. But this time I got reincarnated as a slime mod has 5 or 7 different subclasses. So when it comes to the Rimuru Tempest, the time I got reincarnated as a slime, as you can see from right here, 7 different subclasses. You got Rimuru, Tempest, Milim, Nava, Shuna, Shan, Soe, Diablo, and Raphael. And they all use different ability modifiers for their attacks. So you can see this one uses Wisdom, this one uses Charisma, Dexterity, Strength, Wisdom, Strength, and Intelligence. And I previously covered a build guide for the Rimuru Tempest. I guess I'll link all the builds that I've done previously for these in the description as well as in the comments, as there's some very, very fun ones. The Rimuru Tempest lets you turn into a slime, which has different abilities, and as you consume enemies, take them out, you get an increase by 1 to your damage. So if you take out 10 enemies, it's 10 extra damage on your attacks. Very unique in mechanic there. It's actually really strong. And each of these has their own cool abilities. I guess I'll just show off the Milim Nava here. Cleric Berserker, focus on normal and battle mode to deal or heal. Deal damage or heal. So you get Dragon Shift, which allows you to switch between your battle and normal mode. You got Dragon Claw, Magical Barrier, and then you can switch between these modes. And if whenever you critical hit, you get 10 Magicals, which is the resource for this class. So you also get a level 2 of Soothing Presence, Divine or Destructive Roar. Each of these subclasses comes with their own unique abilities too. So what you see here is unique to this one. This gets the Crimson Meteor Strike and +1 to saving throws for all nearby allies. And yeah, each of these is actually very distinct. If you're a big fan of the show, you can run 4 different builds. So you can actually run like all 7 different builds, and they're all going to be unique to one another. And I think that that's actually a pretty cool way of playing this build or this mod. So I'm a huge fan of it. This gives you a higher critical hit chance. The Burning Star deals additional fire damage. So again, each of these subclasses comes with a particular focus. This one also gives you the Thunder Crash, dealing lightning damage and resistance to fire and lightning damage. As we get to level 7 here, we get another healing, the Harmonious Pulse, which deals radiant damage to nearby enemies and heals nearby teammates for 44 hit points, which is really nice. Level 8, we get the Magical Burst, doing force damage and knocking away any creatures. From my testing of these, they're actually pretty strong, but yeah, I have a lot of fun with it personally. +2 to intelligence at this level. You'll see the Skyfall Barrage doing 64 plus 3 fire damage after you launch 3 Stardust particles at the enemies. So yeah, you get the idea from this class mod. Each of them is all unique in what you get. You get some that are similar, like the Celestial Guidance there. But here we also got the Dragon Shift, so you can use this to enhance your abilities and make yourself a little bit stronger. So you're now in the battle mode, so you got more focused on dealing with more of the damage options, and then you can switch back, and then you get to be able to do like more of the healing and buffing role. So cool split between the two of them, and that's just one of the 7 subclasses from this mod made by Eclipse. So I really do enjoy this one. Next, we got ourselves solo leveling the Shadow Monarch. So the solo leveling Shadow Monarch build is made by Archangel 820 or Archangel 820. And what this looks like, so this has got a power chosen by the system and given the powers by their god. They gain powers of the shadows of death itself, allowing them to gain power and grow their forces with each of the enemies felled. And you get to choose between some different cantrips here, and yes, you can get Eldritch Blast. And then it also has some selection in spells, a fighting style, as well as your deity selection, and then your ability scores. And you can literally get your ability scores up to 20. So yeah, it does have some pretty buffed up stats. And you can also select up to 6 of these skill proficiencies as well. So yeah, it's pretty strong. So you can actually make it go above 20 there. But with this, we also get ourselves Rush, giving the action surge, and Quicksilver being a teleportation, reminiscent of Misty Step. Improved critical hit chance, and then you get some spells here. Now this one is quite powerful, I'll be honest with you guys. This one is quite strong. So at level 3 we get the extra bonus action, can't get damage from falling, and a critical hit chance increase. We also get Clouded Daggers, and then we get access to level 2 spells and things like Hold Person. So you know you're getting a really good spell list here with this one. And you can further take some more cantrips. No Mistress Spells compatibility right now, but I think that would take it over the edge with giving you something like the Booming Blade. It'd be really crazy. You also get the extra attack here, and we get Conjure Barrage, as well as Ruler's Authority, which is basically telekinesis at level 5, which is pretty crazy to see. You also get Haste, Fireball, and Hunger of Hadar. So again, really great spell progression here. Dark One's Old Luck and the Aura of Terra, giving disadvantage on attacks and saving throws in your presence, which is actually really strong. And as we continue to level up, we will continue to get some more powerful spells. Being able to take spells from the base game is pretty crazy. Reliable Talent is a nice one to give you increase your abilities. But the Shadow Extraction Hound gives you a Shadow Hound to fight with, which I'll show off after this. This gives you ability checks with skills you're proficient in. The lowest you can roll is a 10, I should say. I should correct myself there. And you can summon a Shadow to fight with you as well. So yeah, I'll show off what those summons look like as I get through this leveling here. And you also get the Mutilation. Once per long rest, you can change a successful attack roll into a critical hit. So the free crit, always a nice ability there. And as we continue to level up, get the Aura of Murder, making nearby foes vulnerable to piercing damage unless they're resistant or immune to it. So somewhat similar to the Ballast Armor. You can make enemies weak to that, which is really strong. I'll be just honest with you guys. And then you can use a piercing weapon for extra damage. You get Divine Intervention at level 10, so really strong to get that too. A unique cleric ability that it's funny to see on a class like this. And then at level 11 we get ourselves the advanced weapon technique. It deals additional 1d8 of force damage with our attacks, and we have also access to spells like chain lightning and circle of death. So 2 very powerful spells. So spell casting, you got Conjure Barrage, you got weapon attacks. This solo leveling Shadow Monarch build is pretty powerful, I must say. And finally, I'm going to be covering the Witcher class mod now. I know The Witcher is more so a video game, but there is an anime of it, so I thought I'd just include it in here because there's not that many more mods in the in-game mod manager, but this one is cool. So the Witcher class mod, I was also wearing series outfit here. You basically get to choose, or you get all the abilities from the Witcher show itself. So in this mod made by Strayzel here, you can see there the Igni. So at level 2, this is when you get the Igni, Quen, Ard, Axii, and Erden here. So you get all the abilities. Some of them are bonus actions like Igni and Quen, and then you got some that are actions like Axii, which could charm targets. Then you also get yourself the action surge as well. This mod is pretty fun. I've also done a build on it, so you can I'll link that in the description. But it does come with 3 different subclasses from the School of the Wolf, the School of the Viper, and the School of the Griffin. And then there's more class mods, even, or subclass mods that have been made. There's also the School of the Bear, School of the Cat, and I guess School of the Griffin I already covered, but School of the Cat and School of the Bear, which are in the updated version. I updated it, it wasn't working properly for me. I'm having weird issues with the mod right now, but I do recommend this mod. I guess it's not fully anime related, but somewhat kind of, and I feel like a lot of people do like this mod, so I just want to throw this one out there. But it's another pretty cool mod I've covered in a build, which I'll link in the description below. But yeah, those are the best anime class mods in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager. Hopefully we'll see some more come soon. I mean we just got ourselves the solo leveling mod class literally this week, so we'll likely see some more, hopefully for like One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. I think that'd be pretty cool. I really like those animes. But let me know your favorites in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.